Heroes Like Haley is a Facebook page that maybe you've seen pop up on your feed before. And this is a young lady who lost a battle with cancer from Cary. And we have with us in studio Heather Wierenski and Dave Lichter. This is her uncle and her cousin hanging out with us this morning. And guys, I want to get right into this. And I want you to talk a little bit about Haley and the battle that she was waging and just some of the stuff that surrounded her, especially toward the end. And we'll talk about the event. You guys are doing a 5K coming up on July 12th. Star 105.5 is going to be out there at Cary Grove and doing some good in the community. So who wants to start? Dave, Heather, you want to start? Go ahead, Heather. Step up.
Right.
And if you would, just let's assume that people are not familiar with Haley and her battle. Just tell us a story so that we know exactly what is going to be going on at this event.
Well, Haley was a fighter. She was diagnosed in 2013, shortly after she graduated high school from Cary Grove. So she was just like every other kid, getting ready to go to college, had planned to go to Roosevelt University in Chicago. So just kind of doing the daily routine, being lazy and hanging out at the house before all this. And she was diagnosed July 8th, or excuse me, she was brought into the hospital July 8th. They did a craniotomy July 10th. She turned 18 in the hospital and then was diagnosed with grade 3 anaplastic oligodendroglioma. I pronounced that right.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, you're too familiar with that terminology, and just hearing that name, it's one of those things. You hear that name, and it's like something that you wish people didn't ever have to hear come out of a doctor's mouth. Like probably looking at a textbook saying, "Okay,
exactly,
this is what this is." I mean, but before this, and hanging out with us, Heather and Dave, cousin and uncle of Haley, Heroes Like Haley is the Facebook. There's a 5K coming up Sunday, the 12th. We're going to get you all those details up on our Facebook at star105.com. You can also put in the keyword Joe. But before this, any signs of her being sick at all? And it was like all of a sudden she started, Dave, having some sort of issues and needed to go see the doctor.
Yeah, she had some headaches and some blurry vision, and they took her in. They were taking her to an eye doctor, and she dropped of a seizure, and that's how it all started. That's when she went July 8th. And all I can say about Haley, as far as the fight goes, is that she handled it with a smile. It was crazy. I mean, I've
seen the pictures, and if you guys don't mind, I would like to post one of the pictures on the Star Facebook page, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Such a pretty girl, too.
Yeah.
Pretty girl. So she was diagnosed at 18, and she passed away. It was earlier this month, or earlier this year.
January
correct?
15th of this year. So, yeah, I mean, the year and a half fight, I mean, again, I couldn't be more proud of Haley. She, again, just a smile on her face almost all the time, and you can imagine what going through cancer treatment could be like. She was amazing. She really was. That's how she lived her life.
And now, I thought I remembered that there was something that people did in the Cary area. Heroes Like Haley is the name. This is when I first heard about it, actually. This was something, Heather, you're shaking your head about putting up Christmas lights because she liked Christmas lights.
We had a lot of community involvement in Cary Grove and that area for Christmas for her. So we had kind of come up with the idea that we wanted her, once we found out it was going to be kind of her last Christmas, we wanted to make it a big one. So we had people sending cards from all over the world, actually, not just in this community.
Amazing.
They had set up Christmas trees and kind of a whole day for her. So unfortunately, at that point in time, she didn't really understand what was going on. But it was, for us, I think it was kind of part of the healing process to know that you had people behind you and able to, rely on throughout the process. So
seems like such a special young lady, and my condolences. Yeah, my condolences. I know the hurt. I've lost someone to cancer very close to me, my mother, back in 2008. I know that, but for someone Haley's age to be diagnosed at 18,
that's why we want to really get the word out there and the awareness and try to get people involved, because it's a great thing to be a part of.
And I've said this how many times, Tina, as we've been on the air here for 5+ years. What is just so amazing to me is when people are able to turn something like what happened to Haley into a positive and make an event out of it. It's so great.
And, you are definitely doing it right, because that's what we said earlier today. You're almost turning it into a celebration of her life and then bringing the awareness to other families and trying to bring some of that happiness and that positivity. It's absolutely amazing.
So I'm about to post a picture of Haley. It's her. It looks like she's in the hospital. She's got some sunglasses, heart sunglasses on. And, to be able to have that attitude is something special. So let's talk about Heroes Like Haley. The 5K is coming up Sunday, July 12th, Cary Grove, right next to Cary Grove High School. This is an event that you guys are doing. There's going to be all kinds of family fun. And this actually is going to coincide with what would have been her 21st birthday, correct?
20th birthday.
20th birthday.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about that, Dave.
Well, again, yeah, it would be her 20th birthday, and the fact that she had to deal with this right around that time was, we want to celebrate the fact that she fought really hard, for her life, and again in a positive way. And another thing to be known about Haley that I think is amazing is before any of this happened, she was a perfectly healthy, happy girl. Her and her mom did charity work all along. They've always done charity work, so this is just extension of her. It's something that I wanted to get involved in because she did it as a young child because of her mother.
You knew that she would be happy. She would want
absolutely.
this to happen.
Yeah.
Pediatric cancer, too. She was huge in the it's just ironic that that's where Haley
so she
Haley
actually
did.
was involved.
She was involved in a volunteer in
Wow.
another local organization called Cancer Kiss My Coolie. She was involved in that all the time and volunteering, and then ironically, this was kind of what unfolded. So talk about fate.
The Lord works in mysterious ways. Seriously, just like the world, just sometimes it's so hard to wrap your head around it sometimes. So Heroes Like Haley. The 5K is coming up July 12th near Cary Grove High School. So Star 105.5 is going to be out there. There's lots of kids events out there. And this is really a way. Look, if you're a runner, and I've been running a lot lately, Tina, so I'm going to be able to run this thing.
Exactly.
If you're a runner, really, what's your reasoning not to get involved here and pay tribute to this young lady that meant so much to so many people? And you can continue to pay tribute to her. This will be an annual event with you guys, too.
It's inaugural, and it's for walkers, too, so don't feel the pressure to run.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I'm the walker,
We've got
not the
walkers
runner.
that are coming. We've got first-time runners. We just want people to get involved. You can volunteer. You can go to other events. You can go to our website. There's many ways to help out with this. It's not just participating, but there's plenty to do while we're there. We've got a bounce house for kids. We're trying to get some face painting going on. Just trying to make it like you said, a celebration of her birthday, and
that's nice.
A few other special things will take place that day. So definitely.
Well, I just put the link up for the Facebook page on Star 105.5 McHenry County. Heroes Like Haley in studio. Heather Warinsky, Dave Lichter have joined us. Her uncle and her cousin, and I know probably a huge family, extended family, and that goes throughout the community, especially in the Cary area. So we'll see you guys next Sunday, the 12th. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to being out there.
Thanks for supporting us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you
guys. Appreciate it.